What up, NFC East fans? It is your boy Bad Dog representing the New York Giants on the NFC East Super Friends channel. About to talk about what happened across the NFC East this past week. We're going to do that right after we hear from our sponsor, Brunt Boots. Living up here in the Northeast, man, winter's on the way, and winter is tough. No doubt about it. You're going to have to go out there, shovel your driveway, shovel and brush your car off. You're going to want your feet to stay warm and dry. You're not going to want them to get soaking wet. That's why I'm happy to announce today's sponsor of the video, Brunt Boots. I have the Marin boots right here. They're very comfortable. With temps dropping and the holidays coming up, it's time to treat yourself or the hard work and man in your life to real comfort. Skip the throwaway gifts and get them something built to last. Brunt Workwear. Our listeners get $10 off their entire order with the promo code BADDOG at checkout. That's bruntworker.com. Use the promo code BADDOG to get $10 off your order today. And let them know you heard it here on the show. And I can tell you, man, from coming into the winter when I shovel the driveway, my socks are soaking wet, my feet are freezing cold, and it's just very uncomfortable. That's why I love these Marin boots. They're very comfortable right out of the box. It doesn't take any time to break them in. They're lightweight, they're waterproof, they're slip and oil resistant, they're heat resistant. They're going to keep your feet at a nice temperature all the way through. You can finally have durable work boots that are as comfortable as your sneakers. So join over 500,000 customers by getting Brunt Boots. Let you try the boots on the job, and all their products have free shipping. Plus, Brunt drops brand new limited edition styles all month long. These styles won't be around for long, so make sure you check back all month to get your Brunt Boots. It is your boy Bad Dog here with the Around the NFC East video for week, what the hell was it, week 10. When you're a Giants fan, you lose track of it. You actually should know as I begin to count down the freaking weeks till the damn season is over. But if you love this channel and you love the guys on it, hit the thumbs up. It helps out. Hit the hype button. That helps out too. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll have a live Super Friends roundtable here, hopefully within the next week or so we can talk about the disdain that all of us have outside of Philadelphia. Anyway, we'll start with my beloved Giants, who absolutely suck ass and are now 2-8 as they go into Chicago. And I told my buddy Chris before the game, feel like we're going to win. And with 5 minutes ago, up 20-10, I thought we had a good chance to do it. The defense played well most of the day. Jackson Dart was great as usual. He has been unbelievable. If anything gives Giants fans hope, you took a look at what Scadaboo did. You took a look at what Dart's doing, 17 touchdowns and 7 game starts. He's been fantastic this year, throwing to nothing, throwing to guys that drop passes. Even though Darius Slayton caught the ball well on Sunday, as did Theo Johnson, but Theo's dropped it. Jalen Hyatt can't get on the field. Slayton has a ton of drops. No Malik Neighbors. Cam Scadaboo was great. Obviously, he's done for the year as well. So Jackson Dart's done it with a lot of nothing. And he has been just fantastic. You would think after what happened in Dallas, and you would think after what happened in Denver, the Giants would figure out how to win a game. They said fucking no. Let's blow another one. Let's blow our 4th double-digit lead on the road this year. And what did it do? It led to the firing of our head coach, which was inevitable. For the 3rd straight year, the Giants started 2-8. Jackson Dart got concussed. I think that was the nail in Brian Daboll's coffin. And the Giants are now looking for a new head coach. We'll see what Mike Kafka can do as the interim head coach. Shane Bowen should have been fired after Dallas. How that guy has a job still, I have no idea how he didn't get released before Brian Daboll, but it is what it is. Joe Shane, I also think, has a 7-game prove-it thing right now. I don't know that Joe Shane will be back in 2026. It's just going to have to see the way it plays out. But the Giants lose again. They lose their head coach. They lose their quarterback. They've lost their running back. They've lost their wide receiver. I think Jameis Winston should start on Sunday because if we trot Russell Wilson's old ass out there, we know it's going to be dull and boring, and we're going to score about 6 points. At least if Jameis Winston goes out there and plays, he might throw 5 interceptions, but he also might throw 5 touchdowns, and it certainly won't be dull. So that's the New York Giants. Washington Commanders. I feel for you guys. Granted, it's a little bit different situation because you do have your future quarterback in JD5. I think he's a great talent. Obviously, done for the season, dislocated elbow. I was actually in Manhattan when that happened. I had no clue that he got hurt until I got back. I feel bad for him. I feel terrible when any guy goes down with an injury like that. He's been so much fun to watch. But this year, he was certainly not up to the level he was his rookie season. Washington this year reminds me a lot of the Giants in 2023. The 2022 Giants kind of surprised. They won 9 games. They had a pretty tough schedule that year, but they won 9 games. They got into the postseason. They won a game against Minnesota pretty handily. They got blown out by Philadelphia. We thought we had turned a corner. We thought we had a bright future, and it went right to shit. We lost 40-0 to Dallas the first week of the season, and that was kind of the end of that, and we've been struggling ever since. Washington, again, I don't want to say it's exactly the same situation because we have Daniel Jones, you have Jaden Daniels, but Washington, the honeymoon phase is over. Dan Quinn might have been figured out a little bit. I don't know how good of a head coach he really is. He was kind of this way in Atlanta too. He got off to a great start and then kind of fell out of favor. Terry McLaurin's been an absolute disaster. That contract, he certainly hasn't lived up to it. They started with that holdout. He got $96 million. The guy hasn't played at all. He's been terrible. And Washington's not good. And they have an old team. And I mentioned on Super Friends, their window is very small because when you have to pay Jaden Daniels, and you're going to have to pay him, you're not going to have as much cap space to mess around with. And as these guys get older and have to retire, you're going to have to replace them. And when you can only do it in the draft, if you miss on these draft picks, it gets hard. Trust me, I know. So it's been a disappointing year for Washington. I think they went in with a lot of high hopes, just like I did in 2023. In reality, smacked him in the face. And again, losing your quarterback sucks. I get it. I know. We'll see if they can rebound next year, but obviously 2025 is a wash for them. Dallas didn't play, but Dallas obviously not having a good year either. Last time they played, they got wiped out by Arizona on Monday Night Football. Arizona killed them. Dallas certainly isn't a good team. They should have lost to Green Bay, and they should have lost to the Giants. They're no good either. They're not going anywhere at all. So this division is a wrap already, and obviously it goes to the Philadelphia Eagles without question. So the Philadelphia Eagles win ugly last night. It wasn't a pretty game, but that's Philadelphia. It doesn't matter. They can beat you in so many ways. They can outscore you. They can out-physical you. They can out-defense you. It doesn't really matter. Eagle fans always attack me because they say I'm a Jalen Hurts hater because I say Jalen Hurts isn't elite. When I say he's not elite, I'm not saying he sucks. For some reason, Eagle fans can't differentiate. It's like all or nothing. He doesn't need to suck if he's not elite. He's not an elite quarterback. He has a great team around him. And none of it should matter to Eagles fans. It shouldn't matter if people think he's elite or not. He wins. You win. 7-2 again. Going to win this division going away. And you're looking at a damn, run at the Super Bowl because I don't think there's any team in the NFC that's great. You're going to get a really good test against Detroit because I think Detroit's the one team in the NFC that can beat Philadelphia. I don't even think Seattle can beat them, if I'm being honest, although it might depend on where they play. If they play in Seattle, I think that Philadelphia might have a difficult time. If Seattle had to go across country to Philadelphia, I think Philadelphia would probably beat them. But Philadelphia is not worried about anything at this point. They're just worried about winning games. They're looking at the playoffs. Everybody else in this division is in the rearview mirror. They just continue to win games. They find a way to do it. And that's all you want. A win is a win. Don't matter if you win 100-7 or it doesn't matter if you win 10-7. The only stat that really ever matters is the one in the left column. That's the win column. And nobody's done that better than Philadelphia over the last couple of seasons. So that's just the way it is. Green Bay's got a good defense. Like I said, it was an ugly game, but Philadelphia found a way to win a game. And that's what you do. Lambeau's a tough place to play. They find ways to win games. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So we'll see. They have a great game against Detroit. I can't wait to see how that goes. It could be the NFC Championship game this year. It could have been that last year, but Washington pulled a major upset. And we're going to see. That should be a really good game. I'm looking forward to it. So that's all I got in this video for Around the NFC East. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, subscribing the bell. We'll see you in the next one. It's a Bad Diggy Dizzle representing the Super Friends, and I'm out. Peace.